Here are the first 5 teams for MC Championship Project G.L.O.P. Starting with the Red Rabbits with bekyamon, Faister, Tubbo, and from Rising 3, KatieGoBrr. This team has 2 duos in the team itself with Sir Beck and Lady Katie from Band of Together, and Tubbo and Phil from QSMP, with Tubbo having touched Bannerfall once as a cameo. This team has an edge in Rocket Speed Rush, the most predominantly with Phil carrying the team itself, being in first place average-wise compared to other players in recent Season 6 events and all Twitch Robots events. However, this team has some potential to do well in the event, especially with some meltdown plays throughout the course of the tournament by Katie herself and Tubbo himself, although it is statistically their worst game tied of Hole in the Wall, according to the conditions earlier. So yeah, movement will be indeed their savior. Then we have Orange Ocelots with Dutch content creators, Faister, Duncan Massink, who both are in the QSMP. Then we have Rising Trees and Katie's rival, WithMayX, and Pomodoro champion and cozy streamer herself, Rosannatxt, who speak in Dutch this time compared to the other times she streamed. This team has some preparations in their belt, especially with May writing a whole thesis and Bible about MCC, and some practice streams throughout the course of the weeks leading up to the event. And they really need them, as their experiences in MCC are extremely small, with only Jeremy's appearance in Twitch Rebel EU events and May's Rising event. This will be a tough road to cross and overcome, as comparatively, they are not doing well at all. Their saving grace will be in Grid Runners and survival games, although for Grid Runners, they would have a close fight against the next team, and that is the Yellow Yaks, with German variety content creators, LetsHugo, who is the winner of the Magenta E Trophy, a manhunt man of Wichtiger, the returnee from Magenta E Trophy, Felikah, and a brand newcomer of Faister. This team is the weakest version of all German teams in the past 2 EU events. However, GSG fans, this team can really become really dangerous. With survival games in the roster, they are hungry for blood, as will always with their aggressive plays, which can rack up a ton of coins for them to cap the teams in the event. Same goes with Meltdown, but to a lesser extent. However, the rest of the games will be a wildcard, solely dependent on how they train themselves for the event, but they may have a slight edge in Rocket Speed Rush, but the team itself will have to do well if they want to dominate. Wichtiger and Hugo will be crucial in helping the team go back to Dodgeball for the 3rd time in Twitch Rivals EU history. Then we have Lime Llamas with POW Creations co-owner Apokuna and Fight SMP content creators, MC Television, Maddie Milkberry, and Callum Seapeekay. Right off the bat, this team is plentiful with chemistry amongst the team itself, with numerous collaborations and crossovers within the team itself, which can lead to some interesting vibes and potential team dominance in the event. However, they have to bear in mind of some unfortunate plays as well, and moments as well. Flashbacks to, that Grid Runners finish in Copper Crown. Seapeekay will be the guiding force for the team itself, sharing that with apokuna, who can excel in PvP games, such as in survival games, for example, although we don't count Snowdown. Yeah. Meltdown will be their go-to game, but movement and Grid Runners will be a major factors to overcome. If they have enough warm-ups, this team could do good. However, with them not practicing for the event, the top spots will be tough for them to reach. Throughout the first 5 teams, we have Green Geckos, with the man who wants to collab with live series Bard, the Crane Vibes, Grian, a Flight SMP player who likes Fortnite, InfiniteDrift, a life stealer, Pangi, and a person who's separated from the Orange Gym duo, TheOrionSound. Compared to the last 4 teams, statistically from Twitch Rivals events and Season 6 events that doesn't include KatieGoBrr, this team fares the best. with chemistry and experience being the key for them, as well as some little practices in their part as well. Their best game will be in Hole in the Wall. Although with only 2 events with those spiky walls, this could be negligible. Grid Runners is their next best, but that would also depend on how the team communicates, which will indeed vary a lot, depending on the chemistry within the team, which can be a challenge, especially with Pangi potentially meeting the team and talk to them for the first time, and of course the rooms themselves. Well, that also disregarding the before MCC talk, but you know, it's first time probably IRL in an MCC sense, like in actual event sense. Okay, got it? Yeah. But fear not, individual games can be their thing to shine, and with everyone's improvements, including Drift, this could be a good sign for them to finish out in the top half. Those are the first 5 teams of MCC Project G.L.O.P. Stay tuned for the last 5.